What's going on, everybody? A little backstory on what we got going on today. Past few years, I say past year or two, I've been buying broke four-wheelers and stuff, and I'll bring them home, fix them, flip them for a little profit. But here lately, I done started having to split the cases and stuff on them, and having to do that from working on my butt on the concrete out here. That get kind of bad on the old back. So today I'm gonna build me a workbench so I can get it up off the ground, and maybe start saving some backache a little bit. But plan is I'm gonna build 5 foot by 3 foot at 3'9" high. I'm gonna cut out a hole to put like a catch-all can to where I can just get all my debris and stuff and wipe them off into that catch can. I can take that catch can out and dump it whenever. But y'all stick around. I'm gonna get my materials, and everything I'm using is just stuff that can be found, normal person may have around the house. No special tools, none of that good stuff. So y'all hang out, let me get my material up in here, and we'll go from there. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build the legs for it. Once I get them, I'll start worrying about the top base. But always remember safety. You get to using these skill saws, get your eye protection on. You don't want a piece of sawdust or something to kick back, get into your eye. You got to go to the hospital, and you got the corona going on right now. You might leave the hospital with one eye and the corona. You don't know how this stuff's going on right now. But like I said, be safe. Safety glasses. Keep your fingers out of the way. You don't want to be like your grandpa running around here with 3.5 fingers because you done cut your finger off with a skill saw. So let's get this measured out, and we'll go from there. Like I said, my legs, I'm gonna go to 3 foot 8 inches. When I said we wasn't using no special tools, I really meant that. So we're using a chair as a cutting tool. Get that. Mark that bad boy. So from there, I'm gonna use 2 2x4s to make each leg with. So I'm gonna come right here. And what I'm doing that on the wrong piece. So yeah. So I'm gonna come right here. Lay this other 2 by across, make sure it's flush. Go ahead and mark that one. Pull my tape. So let's see, that is okay. I'll come back and I'm measuring to the line I drew. Mark that on this other piece. believe that's money right there, y'all. So, got these two together. Go ahead and drill these bad boys in. And I'm gonna go ahead and make the other 3 legs, and I'll be back with you shortly. Alright, so I got all 4 of my legs built. You can see I got my cutout right here where my my base pieces are gonna fit like this right here. So I'm finna start working on the main table right now. I said I wanted a 5 foot long, 3 foot wide. So I got this 2x, I'm gonna rip it into 2 5-foot sections. And I got another 2x over there that I've already got measured out that I'm gonna cut. Like I said, I wanted 3 foot wide. So I'm gonna lay them inside of the 5-foot section. So instead of cutting them at 36 inches, because the 2x's are 1.5 inches wide, I'm cutting them back 3 inches to 33 inches. So once I get all this cut out, I'll get back with y'all and we'll go from there. Alright, got my 5-foot sections and the 33-inch sections cut out. So got it framed out. I'm gonna go ahead and screw them down. I realized something real quick though. You know what would make this process a whole lot easier? A table. But we ain't got one just yet. You give me a little bit and we'll have one. But until then, we just gonna make it do what it do. So I'm gonna get this screwed together and be back here shortly. Alright, got the frame all screwed back together. So I'm gonna work on the legs now. Like I said, that cutout. Put it right there like that right there. Pop a couple screws in this way. Pop 2 in that way. And that ought to hold her pretty solid. So get this other one in. I'm gonna get a level. Make sure it's plumbed out good. Y'all see what I'm doing here. So once I get all these legs on, we'll come back and we'll start putting the inner braces in and the cutout for my catch-all I'm going to use, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I got all my middle braces cut or marked in between, and got my braces for my middle section down here. I'm gonna do so I guess I'm gonna cut these out right quick, screw them down, and go from there. Know what I mean, Vern? All right, as you guys can see, I've got all of my cross braces laid in. Went ahead and got my braces down through the bottom. Have my little helper over here helping me. When I got my lumber at the Home Depot, I went ahead and got them to rip my plywood at 5 foot by 3 foot that I needed. So I'm gonna go ahead, lay that on top. And while I was out, I went ahead and went to Walmart got this here deep lasagna pan, and I'm gonna cut a hole in my plywood, and I'm gonna lay this right down in here somewhere. So once I get this plywood laid, I'm gonna go ahead and mark that out, cut the hole out, and see y'all in a minute. As you can see, I got my little pan in there now. I took my little jigsaw right there and used that to cut my hole out, and I just cut a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there, until I got it to fit pretty good. I still got to go back in and fine tune it, but if you're gonna do that, you just want to make sure you're careful right there, and you don't cut too much of it out, and then you don't waste a whole piece of plywood. But I think that's gonna serve me just great being able to do that. Now I'm gonna put my other braces right here, and I got another sheet of plywood that I'm gonna lay right there, and I should be done for the most part. I think it's gonna be too high for me. I guess when I put the tape measure up to my stomach, I used I guess my belly was sticking out too far that day or something. I don't know what was going on, but I guess I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna cut probably 2-3 inches off the bottom of each leg, and I should be done. So I guess once I get done with these other center braces and laying my other plywood back, I'll flip it over and I'll get back with y'all. Hope y'all enjoying so far. Finished project. I think my table done turned into a jungle gym though. For the bottom, all I did was the leftover wood that I had from the top bench. I just started cutting and splicing, getting it down there in the bottom. Cut out my corners. Like I said, the only tools I use: level, jigsaw, my electric drill, quarter drill, skill saw, tape measure, my broke speed square, and a pencil. That's all I used, and I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. All right, thank y'all.